Have you ever had to choose between keeping a secret and saving someone's life? My grandmother trusted me and my older brother Dylan with one rule while she recovered in the hospital: nobody in her house except us. She'd raised her old beagle Chester for 12 years, and that dog was basically her whole world. 3 weeks ago, Dylan begged me to cover for him while he had just a few friends over. I said fine, thinking he meant 4 or 5 people. By 9 o'clock, there were 40. I reminded him what Grandma would do if she found out. He laughed it off, said I was being dramatic, and told me to stay upstairs and mind my business. 20 minutes later, I heard him on the phone with Priya, the girl he'd been chasing since sophomore year. "Tonight's the night," he kept saying. When I came down to tell him people were smoking in Grandma's sunroom, he grabbed my arm so hard I felt my pulse in my fingers. "You say one word to Mom, I swear I'll tell everyone what happened at Jenna's party last year," he hissed. I didn't even do anything wrong at that party, but he knew the rumor alone would follow me for years. Then he pushed me back toward the stairs, and I heard the hallway door lock click behind me, the old skeleton key lock Grandma never bothered to fix. "Dylan, this isn't funny. Let me out," I shouted, pounding on the wood. His voice came muffled through the door. "Shut up, or everyone downstairs is gonna hear exactly how you cried at Dad's funeral. Priya's here. Don't ruin this." The bass from someone's speaker started thumping through the floorboards, swallowing every word I screamed after that. For almost 2 hours, I sat on the top step, straining to hear anything over the noise. Glass shattered somewhere below. People were laughing too hard, that ugly kind of laugh that means something's gone wrong. Then I heard barking, frantic, high-pitched, nothing like Chester's usual lazy woof. A group of guys started chanting, and it took me a second to make out the words over the music. "Throw him in! Throw him in!" My stomach dropped. Someone yelled that the pool heater was broken, that the water was freezing, and I realized what they meant to do. I threw my whole body against that door until my shoulder screamed, and on the 4th hit, the old lock finally gave. I ran down those stairs so fast I nearly fell, shoving through a wall of people I didn't recognize in my own grandmother's house. Red cups were scattered across the kitchen floor. Someone had knocked her favorite ceramic bowl off the counter, and through the sliding glass door I saw them. 3 guys standing at the edge of the pool, one of them holding Chester over the water while everyone cheered him on like it was a game. I didn't think. I just moved. I got there in time to grab Chester's collar and yank him back before they let go, and he yelped and scrambled into my arms, shaking so hard I could feel his heartbeat against my chest. "What is wrong with you?" I screamed at the guy holding him, and he just smirked and said it was a joke, that dogs love swimming. That's when I saw Dylan standing in the doorway with Priya's hand in his, watching the whole thing happen, doing nothing. He wasn't even looking at Chester. He was watching Priya's face to see if she was impressed. I didn't wait for him to explain himself. I carried Chester upstairs, wrapped him in a towel, and called our mom, who called Grandma's neighbor, who came over and started clearing the house out within minutes. When Grandma got released from the hospital 2 days later and asked why her favorite bowl was missing and why Chester wouldn't stop shivering, I told her everything. Dylan tried to convince her it wasn't that serious, that I was exaggerating to get him in trouble. But Grandma had known him his whole life, and she knew exactly what his silence in that doorway meant. She didn't yell. She just told him he wasn't welcome to house sit for her again. Not this year, maybe not ever. Priya stopped answering his texts the same week, once she realized what people were saying about that night. Chester still flinches a little near water, but he sleeps at the foot of my bed now, instead of Dylan's. And honestly, I think that's exactly where he belongs.